Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. This is our project today. I am in love with the shaded summer stamp set and the summer shadow dies. Summer shadow dies are a free celebration item with your $100 purchase. I got bundled into the shaded summer stamp set. I'll admit I had my eye on it anyways, but when the dies came out as a free item, that's when I picked up the shaded summer stamp set. Our project today is this beautiful candy box. So I'll just open, and I made it specifically to fit these Godiva Masterpiece bars. I get these at Dollar Tree. And so it just is the perfect size for this, and I think the perfect box for a friend. Perfect gift for a friend too. All right, so some friendships are meant to be. Look at the gorgeous fonts in this shaded summer stamp set. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so let me slide this to the side, and let's get started with the base of our box. The base of our box is 8.5 by 5.5, and we're using Misty Moonlight. Let's get that scored up. Got my Simply Score tool, and we're gonna pop this guy in on the 5.5-inch side. We're gonna score at 3/4. That one's the tricky one. 2.5, 3 3/4, and 5. Then we're gonna rotate to the right and score at 3/4. That one's the tricky one. 6 3/4. And 7.5. So there's the base of our box. I do provide a printable project sheet for every project, and on the printable project sheet is a photograph of the template. The templates just really help me to reuse the designs, to get better use out of the time that I spent engineering the box. It gives me a reference the next time I make this project. Oh, exactly how did I cut that? Exactly how did I measure that? So I like to provide that reference for you in the printable project sheet. So if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link below the video that says product or project details. Click here, that'll take you to the blog. And then the printable project sheet is right underneath the embedded video on the blog. It'll be a big red link that says click here to get your shaded summer chocolate box project sheet. All right, so let's just cut away this bottom corner. So you see there's one little square. We're gonna cut that out, and then we're gonna flip an angle. Now this is our 1/2 inch. This is our smallest little segment. We're gonna cut out the 2 squares above. You see that? Now that's our glue tab to hold this box together. Now we're gonna kind of cross on this score line, cut it off nice and neat. Stop when you get to the next intersecting score line, and then with a little bevel cut, take out all that scored paper. 2 score lines out, see? Then we're gonna cut across a little bit below this score line, stopping at the intersecting, and then we're gonna cut down 2 score lines. This is becoming our tuck tab, and these are our flaps that'll fold in. And we're going to cut down and cut off the score line here. Cut to the second one, cut across at the first one, and then cut out this excess right here with a little bevel cut. There's the top of our box. Bottom is easy. We're just going to cut out these score lines with a little angle cut and stop at the intersecting score line. Okay, now here's the thing about making a project more than once. Sometimes you say, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And so after I made this box, I thought I should have stamped the box before I folded it up with Night of Navy ink and that beautiful sprig from Shaded Summer. And now I'm making it again so we get the chance. All right, so this one's plain Misty Moonlight, but I'm gonna bring in my Night of Navy Stampin' Pad here and this gorgeous sprig, and we're going to just ink this up. All right, let's see if I can get this how I want it. I mean, we're doing it live here. No practice on this where to put it, but I think I know what I want it to look like, and I think I want it to be here like this, and then flip, and then here like this, so that it goes down the side of the box and peeks out from under. All right, I think I got it. And I think it's going to be a nice layer of dimension. I told my daughter this morning, I'm like, I want to take it apart so I can stamp it. She said to me, Mom, leave it alone. All right, I'm going to just round the corners of my tuck tab here. And you can use your corner rounder, whatever you have for this one. If you don't have one, the Detailed Trio from Stampin' Up! Is our current corner rounder. And we're going to just, oh my goodness, this is even pretty, just fold it up with that beautiful Night of Navy stamping on it. All right, let's get some tear and tape. I'm going to run a strip down this long glue tab here, and then fold up the box. I'm going to fold on the second score line, not on the glue tab, but the next one, and then fold this one over to bring these together and make a nice straight corner. You can burnish that while it's flat and lift. Tuck in the bottom flaps. We're going to keep the score on the back of the box, so fold the bottom tab forward and then the front bottom tab back. We're going to put some adhesive there. Got my tear and tape, and then burnish that guy down. All right, so there's our box. I'm going to go in from the bottom of the box and burnish to seal. All right, there it is. That's our sweet little box. Let's make a thumb notch so it's easier to open and close that box. All right, so I'm going to mark center on this box because my eyes aren't on straight and I will mess it up and then I'll be sorry. So I'm just going to lay my grid paper underneath, and I'm going to give myself a good estimate of center to follow, and then cut out a thumb notch with a 1/2 inch circle punch. Just center that line and punch. Much better than I could have eyeballed it. All right, let's put our treat and candy bar right in. Oh my goodness, it's already almost pretty enough just the way it is. I really love the addition of that stamping. I've got some Designer Series paper from the Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper here. This one is 5 3/4 by 1 1/2, and I'm going to just glue that to the top of the box. See, just a little peek. Isn't that pretty? Kind of like the card. I think it was a good addition. What do you think? And then a plain box. One step less for this one though. All right, now I've got my Summer Shadows dies right here. I did a little bit of die cutting ahead of time. This is one of the dimensional leaves, mint macaron and just jade. Got some scraps to do that. I've got some mint macaron, and I've put some of the adhesive sheets on the back of these pieces. So these pieces will just be peel and stick. Mint macaron for the base, just jade for the lines. And then I've got a little piece of just jade for this little small leaf here. Got some Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo. The Flirty Flamingo is already sticky, and I used the Stampin' Up! Adhesive sheets on the back of these scraps. These dies are a great way to use up your scraps, and the adhesive sheet makes it so easy. And then a little bumblebee cardstock for our bloom. Let's get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and get these pieces cut. I'm going to lay them on here, and I'm going to get all my die cutting done in one pass. I love that. When you lay the little scraps all over the machine like this, you can really fit a lot of pieces. All right, there they are, all 6 pieces at one time. Let me give it a crank and gather my pieces. Okay, here's all my pieces. Let's go ahead and adhere the Flirty Flamingo to the Blushing Bride, and we can just peel the liner, and now we have a sticker. I love these adhesive sheets. Slide everybody aside, layer up, and they're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, I love it. We'll do the same with the leaf. Just peel And most of the weeding is done for you with this adhesive sheets. It comes right out most of the time. We got 2 left behind, but not too bad. All those little negative pieces pulled right out. Let's line this guy up and adhere it. It's great, isn't it? All right, let's bring our box back in. I did a basic white label, this little bracketed label here. This one comes from another favorite die set of mine, the Pierced Blooms dies. I love this little bracket. Let's stamp the greeting. The greeting is "Some friendships are just meant to be." That's also from Shaded Summer. We're going to stamp with Night of Navy. A little bit right of center so that our flowers can overlap the label. So pretty. Now our leaves are peel and stick. So let's go ahead and remove the liner on our leaves. But our label is going to go up on dimensionals. So let's get some dimensionals for that. We're going to pop the label about center, and then the leaves peeking out this way and this way. I love these peel and stick leaves. Oh my gosh, they make life so easy. Those adhesive sheets are great. Now our flower is gonna span both levels. So let's get a mini dimensional, but we'll put it past the label on the box. Remove the liner and a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue on the label. That'll hold our flower nicely. Love this. Our little leaf, we're gonna start with the stem, because that's going to tuck under the flower. And then we'll see if we can put a little piece of dimensional adhesive behind the leaf on the box for a little extra support. Now we know that the adhesive's not showing or hanging out off the edge of the box. We need a dimensional for the back of our little bumblebee flower here. And it's going to go over the label too. So we're just gonna kind of wing that, get a position that we like. There we go. I love it. Now I've got some crumb cake baker's twine here. It's from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. We're gonna thread that right under. Uh-oh, I just lifted my dimensional. That's okay, I can put it back. Gonna put it right underneath our flowers. Up. There we go, lifted my dimensional. And we're gonna wrap the box. You can wrap it once or twice, whatever you like. I'm gonna do twice. Okay, line up my crumb cake. Uh-oh, what a mess. There we go. Be sure to wrap your box first. It'll be a little bit easier. I keep flossing my dimensionals off. I'm going to tie a pretty little crumb cake bow at the base of our flower bouquet here. Hold the knot, do a little finesse, and then we'll trim the tails. So pretty. Now I'm going to go through with a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue and just reinforce those bonds. Add another little dimensional under the flower on my box and just firm up everything. So pretty. What do you think? Let's get some champagne rhinestones and decorate. All right, here's our box with just that little detail of stamping, or without. I think I really like the stamping. I'm not going to take this one apart and fix it though. Sometimes you just gotta learn as you go. I'm going to add a couple of little rhinestones here. I'm doing just 2. I know that breaks my own rule, but I tried really hard to figure out where to put the third one for an odd number. I couldn't find where to put it. So 2 it is. There they are. Some friendships are just meant to be. Here's our little Godiva chocolate box. If you've got questions about the project, email marisa@kitchentablestamper.com. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. When you purchase $100 during celebration using the host code found below the video, I will send you the card kits to make the 2 coordinating cards and the Godiva chocolate box as my thank you gift to you. Whether you choose the Summer Shadows dies as your free gift or not, I'm going to send you the class pack. If you've got any questions about that offer, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, reach out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.